What if I told you that you can make probiotics in your kitchen with just 2 ingredients and no fancy equipment? Let me show you just how easy it is to get started with fermentation in your own kitchen. This is our yearly big batch of sauerkraut that we make all at once that lasts us a year. Really all you need is cabbage, salt, and a jar. So the first thing that I'm doing is taking a nice looking outer leaf off, because I like to use the traditional trick of saving the whole cabbage leaf and then using that to keep everything submerged. The next thing is to shred our cabbage. So you can cut your cabbage finely with a knife, but what I prefer to do is to use my food processor and shred it that way. So what I do is I will put this in there and loosely, see how it's pretty much filling the jar most of the way. I will grab something like this big wooden spoon that I have and start packing it down. So my ratio when I'm fermenting is 1 tablespoon of salt per quart of your ferment. This is a half-gallon jar, so it's 2 quarts. So keep watching because we're going to add the 2nd tablespoon in a little bit. I don't like them to be more full than about the shoulder, so this looks really good. And then in goes our 2nd tablespoon of salt. Okay, and then next comes our cabbage leaf. I fold all the edges under so that it's flat on top and all the edges are folded under, and I want it to be about the size of the top of the sauerkraut. So then you know what, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger because I want it to really cover, to keep all those small bits from floating up as much as possible. And then what I do is add water to cover. That's what it looks like when you have it all put together. So I'm gonna put this aside and I'm gonna work on my next jar. So once everything is jarred up, you're gonna let these sit at room temperature out of direct sunlight for at least 5 to 7 days, and then they're good to go. They can sit there and ferment for months. You can start, what we'll do is we'll start eating the first one after about a week or 2, after it's fermented for about a week or 2, and then we'll just go through the rest of the jars throughout the course of the rest of the year. So that is the process. That is the easiest sauerkraut on the planet.